What's up everybody, Scratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In this video I want to talk about some of the best arena nukers in the entire game and why do I think that some of them desperately need a buff to be able to compete in the current meta with all the swift parry sets, the new accessories coming out from the clan versus clan. So we're not gonna try to weight their damage like saying this champion dealt 100k more damage than the other one. That's not the main idea here. So it might seem a bit unconventional to do this sort of testing or explaining. The main idea is not every single one of you guys that owns every single nuker in the entire game. So because of it, sometimes your hand might be forced to use the wrong affinity against the enemy team that you're about to fight. You might not have the perfect team to fight that defense team. So because of it, you might not have the perfect nuker for it. And I'm kind of trying to show you guys why is it so important to have better nukers in the current meta. Basically to make the fights shorter, right? We don't want to be stuck in a fight for 2-3 minutes every single time. How I said, the game takes a lot of time already. We don't want to be stuck in arena for longer as well. So it kind of equals the time we spend in 3v3. So because of it, I feel like more nukers need to become a bit powerful to be on the same par with Tranda or near Tranda. If they don't want to buff the old nukers, bring some new nukers out and hopefully more people will get their hands on them. Bring a nice fusion, a good nuker to be able to start clapping some of those swift parry set teams, super tanky duchesses and things like that. But that being said, let's jump straight into it, guys. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy it and learn something new. The main idea, guys, we are on Twitch now, but this is gonna end up on YouTube, right? So the main idea of this video, of this talk, of this coaching, what we have right here, is talking about arena nukers, okay? At the current state of the game where we have all these tanky defensive teams running swift parry sets, starting from gold, platinum arena, probably you guys find them in the lower tiers as well, like silver and bronze, because you are able to actually fuse those pieces of gear from the forge, right? It is a pain. Not a lot of nukers are able to compete with those teams to kill them in a decent manner of time. So my main concern here is that the new accessory comes out from clan versus clan, right? That is a very powerful accessory, to drop on top of a swift parry set, right? So that will make arena take longer. If you have the right team when you defend, okay, then we have the new system coming out that lets you select the AI of your champions. Once you do all that, you're gonna put the person who attacks you in a strange position, in being very hard for him to be able to select the champions to kill your team, because it's gonna be so much harder if you don't give me a lot of options when I'm talking about the team that I'm gonna bring in over to fight you, right? So those accessories, they just started dropping, right? So the winners got them. Next week is gonna be again, and every 2 weeks, that's what Plarium plans to do, clan versus clan. So that's gonna become very problematic. But the main idea is not necessarily the accessories, are the swift sets, the states of the nukers that we have in the game at the moment. How many of them can compete with the swift sets, right? If the fights, they start taking 1, 2, 3 minutes per arena fight, is not as enjoyable anymore because you gotta spend a lot of time in farming your arena daily, right? So the main idea is, let's have a quick look at the nukers. We're gonna use Foley, we're gonna use Janika, we're gonna use Tranda, Ethos, and who else we're gonna use, guys? We're gonna have another one. I literally blanked out on here. Candraphone, I'm not sure if I said. So we're gonna try all this just as a difference to see how they all perform. They're not gonna have the exact same stats. I do have Ethos in Savage, and I'll have Janika in Savage. The rest of them, they're gonna be either immunity, either a different set, but I think they will be mainly immunity. So I will have to kind of look for sort of tanky teams. Like these ones right here, they don't give you many options, right? Because of the way they're built. These ones right here, probably swift sets on duchesses. So it's no surprise to say when I'm talking about Platinum Arena, expect that every single team has a swift set, at a minimum, a swift one, right? So this team right here starts with resistance, right? The main issue here is having that Mountain King there. So we're gonna start with Ethos right here. We're gonna go over the nukers at the end, show the gear and everything, but we're gonna do a few fights with each one of them. We're gonna try to kind of find the same similar teams to attack and see how they perform, right? So I'm gonna have to go with slower teams to protect the nuker to don't die. If I'm not gonna go with that, any nuker is gonna die from a hit taken by Mountain King, right? So we can go like this. It's fine. Let's use this Madame because she has more accuracy. So here you don't have to use much against this sort of teams. You don't have to go with the speed lead because it's not necessarily. She resisted here, so no chance we're gonna be able to kill this team fast, right? The good part about him is that you can build his A3 with full crit damage, but then you're missing on having the other AoE, right? So missing on the AoE, you kind of miss of the whole idea of using a nuker in here, especially for the Swift sets. Xavier, she's amazing as well. We're not gonna try her today, but she's a good force nuker. So that's the damage. We haven't killed nobody. So he's a very, very strong nuker. What's up, buddy? How you doing? We will use Janika as well, of course, yeah. So we literally kill no one. I was expecting at least to kill her, you know. Lydia. Ray Wing, no Ray. We're gonna use Foley and Tranda. Two magic, they are the best. And Astrolon is at the same level with Foley, but these are like the most popular, right? So we're gonna stick with them this time around. Like, let's see how long it takes us to kill this team. If we're gonna be able to kill it, because that Mountain King might create us some sort of issues. Okay. She didn't revive yet. So maybe it was better if I was actually killing one with the A1 to let her revive and then use the A3. That wouldn't have been a bad idea. So I'm gonna have to keep on putting her to sleep. Even though this is not gonna kill her unless I'm gonna get an extra turn. And that did not happen. He does hit pretty hard with the A3 though. With the A1, sorry. I mean, the Nukers will kill. I know who will kill Bali. I can't do that, but the main idea is to win the fights, yeah? Most of the teams are very similar in stats here. We're talking about Platinum, strong champion, strong gear. But yeah, not every team is gonna have the same stats, but you can get it as an idea, right? So I wanna go through some specific champions and then move over to the rest, right? So we have this team right here. I will have to change a bit here. Go like this. Bring Necro to protect my Ethos. So like this Ethos is just not gonna die, right? But let's see, can we... We should be able to one-shot this team. If no, I will kind of be sad, honestly. If we're not one-shotting this team... Okay, easy peasy here. That went pretty cool. Pretty good. So I'm looking mainly for tanky teams, right? We have a Duchess, a Tormin. Let's just call it tanky enough. Okay. So we got that up, right? We got the Veil up. Let's see. It went down like butter. That's good. So he's probably the second best. Not only because of his affinity, but he has the two AoEs. They can both hit pretty good damage, you know. The only thing is, once you drop down on either attack down or anything like that, it's not gonna happen. So for example, look, check this out here, okay? In order to clap this team, right? I'm not sure if we'll be fast enough. We might not be fast enough, but let's give it a go. So I will need defense down, yeah? I'm gonna try every single nuker here. We're gonna leave Tranda for the last one. Okay. So just what this is just not gonna happen with him, right? So we're definitely not gonna kill with him. So we can make use of this. Let's just take her down. Try to take her down. Okay. But can we kill the rest though? You see? They survived just because they had high HP. So if was another Duchess in here as well, this would have never happened, you know. Are all these Nukers in Savage? No. He is in Savage. He's in Savage. But other ones are not. So this one right here, again, he's going to be good against this team. Let's refresh, try to find stronger opponents. Let's see against this team, right? I don't need her in here. We can get her. And let's see how it's gonna happen here. I'm gonna show all the Nukers at the end. So these are like the biggest newbies things, using Necro to protect that Nuker on defense. Okay, so we land the defense down. We should be able to wreck this team. Except Candy, that's fine. Nerfs here because you don't have her and she's broken. Yeah, we're not gonna nerf champions just because you don't have them, buddy. That's not how it works. That's definitely not how it works. Okay. Duchesses. Anyone keeping some Duchesses up and running? There we go. Duchesses. Duchess here. So, this is pretty good. Again here, against this team can be good just because we have Ursaga in the team. A lot of damage reduction as well. So let's start with... Actually, we have... I don't have my... what's his name? My Gurptuk ready for this situation here. Nerf Creep King Gral. Yeah, I agree on that. I do want him nerfed as well. Let's see. Enemy. I will have to use Lysandra here. Just because he might be carrying on me. He's not too fast, my Ethos. Ethos is great against her. Rector because of the affinity. But look, that Duchess survived. Swift came in hand, procced here, okay. So she's gonna revive now. Luckily, we have the A3 from Ethos, right? But now another Swift might proc, for example. If you're going with a Tranda against Rector teams, it's pretty nasty. Magic champions against it, they can screw you over so bad, honestly. Okay, we haven't killed him because the Swift proc, the Cancer Swift, and then we have Warlord, which we barely knock down the HP. So that's a bit of a problem here. That Candy might kill my whole team now. Almost. Okay, luckily he did that. But now I can now revive because I've done that dumb move and I'm gonna lose. So that was on me. That was my fault here. Game over. Okay. So Ethos was now able to one-shot that team. But let's bring in a different champion. So let's take Ethos out. And we have Foley, right? So we built Foley before. He had good masteries and everything. So let's bring Foley. Then we're going to try Janika for a fun as well. Where is Foley? There we go. So Foley is on immunity. He's not on Savage. But he doesn't have bad stats. So we can try to go for the Duchess. Are we going to kill her? Block revive. The Swift might proc. So I'm mainly gonna try to go for Warlord to block that revive, you know. We block one revive, not on him. Swift procced, right? We can try to remove that. We actually did. I was not expecting to be able to do it. But now that Candy might clap a couple of our champions. Look at that. With attack down, game over again. This was just a bit of bad RNG here with Candraphone not dying, not getting that revive, but I'm lost here as well. That's with Foley. Yeah, he's 2 weak affinities. I'm just showing all of them. What exactly is gonna happen, right? Because a lot of you guys won't have the luxury. You won't have the luxury of changing all this around it, right? We tried Ethos as well. We got clapped there. Now we can try Janika. She's on Savage. She's now weak affinity. She's good affinity, actually. She has probably one of the best builds here. Will Tranda win if she doesn't get bad RNG here? Okay, so Rector survived. How much accuracy? She has pretty good amount of accuracy, this one. Almost 670, I think. Right, so now I could risk it and boost the Terminator again, but then what can happen is the Swift is gonna proc on him, right? And then with my Janika, I won't be able to wreck the whole team. You see? Exactly what I've told you. Exactly what I've told you. Let's get his thermometer down. And try to kill the rest, maybe. That Warlord is gonna start creating us issues in a second. Candy, look at Candy. Candy's gonna clap us again, man. Candy is gonna clap us again. 84k, we haven't one-shot her. So we're not gonna be able to do much. Okay. Warlord is gonna screw us over. He's gonna lock us, and it's game over. Bang. The only good thing was that weak hit. That weak hit from him. Right? So that was run number 3 there. Who else we have left on the list? We haven't tried Candy against it, right? Candy is not great because of Duchesses. So that's why not a lot of people are running Candy in offense. I never run him against teams like this because it's so slow, it's so painful. But let's run this Tranda. So she's on immunity, not savage, okay? Double Rotos? Yeah, double Rotos can work. This can work as well, though. But it's just the bad RNG. I just want to show you how bad it is, right? How bad it is to deal with them without having good nukers, you know? And I just messed it up here. Damn. I clicked on that auro there, and it boosted the thermometer. That fear better be proccing on, man. On Candy. Hallelujah. You see? But that procced again on him. That procced again on him. Swift. So that's pretty painful when it happens, honestly. We gotta hope that we're landing another fear here, but it feels pretty hard. But you've seen what a difference is to kill the rest of the team, right? By running her. Xavier can be good, but she's not good against the Duchess. And if Swift procs again, we're not gonna block revive, you know? So let's try to land another fear. Come on. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. So he's not gonna be able to clap the whole team now. If that's happening, is bullshit. So we can do it like that, you know? And now just do it like that, and it's game over. But Swift can only proc once per round. So a round is a whole fight. But you've seen the failures in... Maybe we would have won the first one with Ethos, or that was against a different team, I can't remember now. Where we misclicked. But it's not easy to go against teams like this, you know? Swift everywhere. Mainly with Duchesses. When you have a Duchess and another Reviver in the same team, it kind of limits your options even more, because you cannot use Force against it, because that's gonna slow you down. So there are a lot of things like this that can screw you over, you know. Like example, running against this team, yeah. So let's bring in Foley here, right? We can run a Foley here. The way to counter teams like this. So his idea here is that Gurgo is gonna be fast, right? So we're gonna counter it. He's gonna put all the stuff from Necret on Gurgo, so we're gonna kill his Gurgo with Valk, right? All the buffs that land on him. There we go. Get all his thermometer down so he won't be able to do shit against it. Right, so we have this. So let's see what's Foley gonna be capable to do against this. Attack up, immunity, not the most insane gear, but let's see if we have Swift sets, what's gonna happen, right? So we managed to block the revive on Duchess. Swift set procced on Gurgo, so that can still become an issue. So we're gonna have to try to decrease that thermometer. We really gotta take Necret down before he's gonna do his crazy stuff on Krisk, which just happened. Okay, so we blocked one revive. It's gonna be pretty hard to kill him here, you know. Okay, so this is a victory from here on. Luckily, Foley blocked that revive on Duchess. We had no Swift proccing on Duchess, so that allowed us to win the fight. But look at the time, right? It's 1 minute in the fight. So 1 minute in the fight is not great when you're pushing for Platinum Arena on reset. That's a very slow fight. That will only allow you to do around 10 to 12 fights per the last 15 minutes of reset. That's super, super low. Against this right here, we can run Janika here and see how Janika is gonna perform, because she's gonna be good affinity against Candraphone, right? So we can take that out, we can take him out, bring Janika in. I could run a Candy. Candy is gonna wreck the team. The only problem I have with Candy is that his boots are on Janika. So when I'm gonna start using Candy, I'm gonna have to drop the boots from Janika and give them to Candy. So here we can even do this, right? We get more attack as well. We don't need that speed, because the only threat that we have here is Candraphone. How about not limiting Plat to the last 15 minutes in the week? I mean, yeah, would be a thing, but that's kind of the way it works at the moment, right? So we've done that. We can actually protect our Duchess, just in case that happened. Now, I could go and kill Sifi, right? But I feel like I should be able to one-shot her after with the A3. Should I risk it? Probably not. So I will use the A2 on her. We haven't killed her, unfortunately. But we should be able to wreck her now if Swift doesn't proc. Okay. So, she's not bad as a nuker. Definitely not bad, but not amazing in some of the situation, right? So that can create you pretty big problems. She's just good affinity against this sort of champions. That's the reason I build my Janika, to go against those sort of affinities, Candies, MKs. I used to run against similar teams like this. Seeker lead, run Skytouch Shaman, Madame Series and Tranda, and every time when I used to push Platinum Arena, I used to get weak hits from the other champs, and that was such a pain to happen all the time. Like this team right here again, she's gonna be great. If you go with the Tranda, for example, those Candies, they're gonna clap you, man. They are going to clap you 100%. Here as well, she's gonna be good affinity, but if you go with Force affinity here, is honestly pretty hardcore to Magic affinity. It can be pretty hardcore, you can lose, right? But let's go in with Magic first. So we're gonna take Fall in first. Let's see how he's gonna perform. And the reason for it is how I said, not only a lot of you guys have the luxury of changing in between all the nukers, right? She got resisted, we don't have defense down, but let's try to block the revive on Sifi, for example. Okay, so we block revive on her. Now she's gonna revive as well. So that Candy has attack down. It's not gonna be such a big issue. So what I'm gonna try to do is to go and attack her, you know? Maybe land the defense, a cheeky defense down from the passive. Kill him. They're gonna get revived, all of them here. You need a Necret. Yeah, Necret is amazing. If you want to keep your nuker alive, like, the best. To attack against Hegemons, the best. Right, so that was fully in action. Yo, appreciate that Twitch Prime Sabari and the follows. Sorry for not sharing so much, guys, but I'm just trying to walk you through a few things in here, you know. We don't need to run Necret in all team, but in every team, it's good to run him against Force just to make sure our Magic champions survive. Just so I can actually show you, right? So there we go, Macchian. He has a tanky team, right? Let's see what's Foley gonna do against his team. So I'm actually gonna go in each fight and back out, back out, back out, back out after the first hit, okay? So we're gonna go Lissandra. Maybe, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get resisted here. So we got resisted on her, that's fine. Let's see. Foley. So that's the damage that Foley dealt, okay? So keep that in mind, because now we're about to change the nuker. Now, Candy here will be a very bad choice to use Candy against Duchess, honestly. I'll rather go with Magic against Force than to go with Force against Spirit. Because if the Nuker survives, yeah, with attack down is not such a big threat. But if this Reviver, you cannot kill him for multiple turns because of getting weak hit after weak hit after weak hit. That's such a pain, man, honestly. So let's bring in Ethos, right? Let's see what he's gonna deal here with this team. So it's a very good example because we have her for more damage reduction, right? So with the A2, barely any damage. Like, look at that Sifi, you see? Over 50% HP. Kendra, even Kendra phone is not dead, man. Which is a nuker, right? So that's pretty bad. But now let's go in. He's gonna get... He might get excited, MacChan, thinking that, oh, look at that guy. He lost all the fights against my team. He couldn't beat my team. Right? So now we go with the A3, okay? We still haven't managed to kill her. We still haven't knocked the HP on 50% HP. That's on Savage with attack up, right? And defense down on the champion. Now, changing out Foley. I'm gonna change Madame as well because it seems like that one is getting resisted. We have Janika, right? Let's see what a Janika is gonna do here. She still got resisted. That's funny. Okay, so because I'm not going to be able to one-shot her, she doesn't have such a high HP. She's on high resistance. With the hit from Janika, honestly, I should be able to one-shot her. I'm not 100% sure, but let's give it a go, right? Not even near. Not even near. But let's see the A3. Okay, so at least we managed to kill one of the champions, right? And we got the Duchess pretty low with the 2 hits. But we killed Ursaga, okay? So now we should be able to kill that Candy by using the A2 on her, hopefully. Swift procced, that's a problem. We might get clapped here. Almost. Okay, so that was Janika, right? We haven't killed that either. Now, let me quickly change the boots from Janika to Candy, just so we give it a go with Candy as well. Because I feel like Candy's being left out here. So that's gonna be just a second, guys. I don't know why I scrolled down so much, because they're just here. Okay, so that's Candy. He's on a Swift. Going back. Take her out, bring in Candy. Let's see, what's Candy gonna do? Is Candy gonna do better? You guys think Candy is gonna do better? Okay, we have that defense down, so we have attack up. We're not gonna boost with that because it will be a waste. So let's go A2. We killed one. Duchess didn't got a weak hit. The good part about it is that now we have an extra round. So we're gonna try and kill that Duchess, Sifi, sorry. But look, you see the situation where we are now? Bang, we lost Candy. Why he didn't got his extra turn? I think Ursaga died because of masteries. That's why we didn't got our extra turn there. So Bulwark Mastery, maybe that's what happened. Selfless Defender. Or what else we have on him. But this is the problem with Candy going against Duchess, you see. So that was them, right? That was them. Now, we could have bad RNG, of course. And if we have bad RNG, we're gonna lose. But bring in Tranda, right? We tried all the rest, right? Foley, Ethos, Janika, Candy, right? Proper boost. I know it's fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let him get excited. You guys know what we're doing here. Okay, so we have defense down. So check this out, right? I have Tranda. I'm gonna go A2 first on her. That's Tranda, baby. We did got that to proc. So, this Tranda is not on Savage. This Tranda is on Immunity. I tried to show you guys why we need better Nukers, okay? The reason we need better Nukers is because it's not she's ridiculous or balanced, guys. We need better champions to be at the same level with her. If not, the fights will be taking 5 hours to beat, right? It takes... You've seen all the turns we went on it. We couldn't kill the team with those Nukers, right? I will show you the builds in a second. I just want to make a couple of more fights with Candy because I feel like he's been left behind a bit. But the main idea of this video, guys, I want more Nukers to be buffed. If you don't want to buff me more Nukers, bring a couple of more Nukers that they are near at the same level because they are needed. They are bringing the new accessories. These fights, instead of taking 30 seconds to 1 minute, will start taking 2 minutes. If the enemy team has better champions in the way of being able to limitate the teams you're about to use, that's gonna create you even more problems, right? So that's why they really gotta do something about it. Swift procced on there. Let's try and kill somebody here. I don't even know who, but we're gonna kill somebody, because why not? She healed, okay. So she's gonna revive. She revived Sifi. Let's try to take down her Termiter. That didn't happen. It will happen now. Rector revived. I don't think Rector revived, right? If she didn't revive, we're gonna have to go with the A1 on Rector maybe. But Sifi, she's gonna revive. Let's try to get Sifi down. Ah, that didn't happen. Okay. So now the whole team is up and running. That's not a lot of fun. Okay. Okay, my Swift procced as well, finally. He Swift procced again, because why not? 50-50 chance to proc, guys. I'm afraid I might lose that Arbiter now. Okay. She survived, man, seriously? Swift on her as well? Like, look, you see what I'm telling you? 1 minute, 29 seconds, right? Why don't I run Duchess? I wanted to go first. But the main idea is just to show you why, even if I run Duchess, this fight is not gonna be faster, right? It's still gonna be the same. So I wanna take him down first. Because he's the threat here. He can kill my team because I have literally no HP on them. So now we should take her down. And now we should take the other one. But basically, yeah, Kaimar is your answer in a way, yeah. But everybody has Kaimar. I'm not trying to find ways for me to beat these teams, guys. I'm just trying to show you the reason why we need better Nukers. Why we need our Nukers to be slightly buffed to be able to be at the same level to compete with these sort of stupid teams in Arena, you know? And they're gonna become more stupid once the new accessories, they start getting used more, you know? Like, going against this as well. I'm not even gonna get Lissandra. I'm gonna get Necret to protect a bit my team. Because if no, I might have them ended up quick because of all the Swifts that they're gonna proc in here. But let's have a look at Candy against Duchess, for example, right? Like, Ethos definitely needs a bit of a buff on multipliers. He's a Void Legendary. Okay, we got caught there. Cut a bit, sorry, not caught. Luckily, we didn't got only weak hits. They don't want to nerf Swift, no, because then people, they won't be pushing for Arena and stuff like that, you know? Weak hit. We still didn't kill. So I'm trying to let it go a bit longer and then just change the champion, you know? Like, we're already on 40 seconds, right? No matter what I would have changed here, except if I was bringing Kaimar, then yeah, I could have made this faster because I was gonna reset the skills again. Or to don't get cut, right? To don't proc that defense up. And maybe like that, if no Swift was gonna proc, we were gonna kill them, right? But we have no guarantee that no Swift was gonna proc against it, right? weak hit. Yeah, we don't need champs like Princess Garruk, for sure, no. Because that champion doesn't fit in the game, honestly. Like, that champion doesn't fit in this game at all. Okay, so let's protect her again. Because I feel like that candy can become a danger. Okay, so we have this again. Should we use it now or should we wait for... I think let's buff. Let's buff. We're gonna wait for Madame series. To strip all the buffs from them. So the problem is my ethos is not too good. Okay. Okay. I got it now. So that's the problem. My ethos not being too good to compete with these teams. Okay. That might be a thing as well, okay? That might be a thing as well. Ethos not being good enough. My ethos. The main idea is going against Swift with Nukers that they cannot one-shot everybody, bro. So the only tank champion in here is that Duchess, right? They are buffed. Once that Swift procs, right? And if he has his ethos built only for his A3, then yeah, you're gonna one-shot. It's much easier. One Swift proc there. Now, tell me what we're doing here if we only build ethos for his A3 with crit damage and nothing else. We're gonna be even slower, right? Because the main idea is to don't be as slow to attack. I can beat these teams with Kale and I'm gonna stay here 5 minutes, but I'm gonna beat them, you know, with Kale. That's not really the point I'm trying to prove. But it's doable with Kale as well. There's nothing wrong with Kale. He can kill them as well, you know. And I'm not messing around now. Kale can do it too. Okay, she's gonna revive Duchess. Duchess reviving all of them. And now again, we gotta get that... in it, we need a buff. 100%, I agree on that. Right? Get that thermometer down. They're back on full HP. They heal like crazy now. My problem is they're not enough good Nukers, man. To be got tier, you know? That's what I mean. I know it's normal to every game to have one of the best. It's perfectly normal, but the whole thing is here that is nobody else to be near Tranda in the meta we are, you know. 1 minute 56 seconds to be that team with this, you know. And then we have Johnny. Buffing Nukers would just keep Arena the same. Not buffing Nukers would make the plat push min more than just the last 50. And I don't think so, Voodoo. It's still gonna result, instead of 15 minutes, it's gonna be 30, you know? Or still the same. The main idea will be who will build a better defense then, you know? Swift. It's not that there will be no offense win. Will be super slow offense wins if Tranda gets nerfed, you know? Yeah, you can combo slightly different, use Skymar, but the thing is not everybody has Skymar, okay? It shouldn't be limited all the time to be dependable of other champions, because when that happens, it's just not a good thing, you know? You know a goat? And there we go, Swift again. Single target nuker will get to shine. Well, that will make it even slower. Like, look, I'll show you single target nukers. I am missing actually gear on my Rotoses, for example, right? But you can go double Rotos Sifi against teams like this and you'll be clapping them pretty fast. Let me just find one. This is gonna clap us. Like, example, Hegemon teams. Like, look, this one here, right? I am missing some gear on them, on one of them, I'm not sure on which. Not this one. But this one is missing crit damage gloves, okay? So we don't have the crit damage gloves on him. But we'll still use him like that, it's fine. So we go in 2 Rotos, we go in Sifi, and to make it even faster, just in case of anything, we could go with the Kaimar. I'm not sure how is that Hegemon build, but I'm usually going in this format. 3 Nukers, single target, 3 snipers, okay? Infinite cleans, swift parry, goodbye. Was that the one without the gloves there? Okay, so we're now one-shotting them even like that, you see? Which was a bit odd. I'm surprised we haven't shot one-shot those champions. I feel like Rotos got some weird stuff with his 8-3 there. Because he should be one-shotting those like butter, man. Whatever stuff is happening there is weird. Put her to sleep. Why are they running so slow? What do you mean? Like the way they move or what? Or the speed on them? Because of the hegemons. Was mainly the counter for hegemons, you know. But since I got accurate, I don't really need it because I can rack them like that, you know. Yeah, 160 speed. Yeah. Attack boots. Because right now I already got my turn. You see, I got my turn. Why do I need speed on him when I can go attack? I already have the stuff that I need. Okay, I think this is the one without the gloves, man, because some weird shit is happening there. We're not ignoring the defense that we need. That's fine. Sleep. We got locked on him, so we're gonna have to go with the A1, which is fine. But even like this, if I'm not let it go on auto, you know, it still takes 30 plus seconds on most of the teams if they have a shield or if it's any sort of force champion where we're getting weak hits or counter from Valkyrie, they slow you down as well with this sort of team. So just running single sniper targets, they don't work against every single team. I'm trying to show you the best, some of the strongest teams that we can fight at the moment that we are in here, right? I'm usually kind of looking at my offense. How good is my offense by how good I can beat the best defense team I can fight, you know? That's kind of the way I'm running this. But let me show you the stats we had on the champions, right? So we used Ethos right here, Savage set and a Speed set. Total stats, right? 5.6k attack, 260 crit damage. Not the worst, right? 3 hedgy teams, those are a 5 seconds team with them. They go crazy. Right? So that's Ethos. He doesn't have bad stats on Savage, right? He could be good with 500 more attack, right? Then that's Ethos. Next one on the list, Candraphone. Those were his total stats on Swift Parry set. 6k attack, 291 crit damage, okay? Candraphone. Then we had the next one. Who else we use from here? Foley. So that's Foley. Immunity. 5.4k attack, 220 speed, 275 crit damage. He could have been a bit better with more attack, of course. Crit damage is pretty good on it. But for what the build he has, I'm just trying to point you guys, a lot of you guys out there that can build champions. I know most of the plat players that are like whales, they can build champions with 6k attack. Like their best nuker will have 6k attack, most probably, and 240, 250 crit damage on Savage set. Then the Tron that I used was this one, in immunity, right? I actually had to drop stuff on her just to balance her a bit more. 5.8k attack, 235 crit damage, okay? That's on immunity as well. That's the one we used. And then Janika. Let me get her boots back. These were the stats on Janika. 5.8k attack, 257 crit damage on Savage, right? So Ethos and Janika were on Savage. And you've seen what kind of damage they dealt. I know maybe we're supposed to run multiple teams, the same one, but I just kind of try to show you a bit the timing and stuff like this. The Swift, how it procs, and how we need champions to be able to deal with it. Because the new accessories will block your crit damage hits, right? So if you don't use multiple AoE champions, a lot of teams, they will have the power to block your options. You won't be able to go with a CC before that. And it's based on every single champion you're gonna use. So if I'm taking 3 Nukers in, because I'm gonna be like, well, the new accessories, bang, I'm gonna use the first Nuker, is gonna get a weak hit, and the next one is gonna come with a crit and kill it. No, it's not the way it's gonna work. It's gonna be for the first till the champion gets a turn. So that means all your team is gonna go, and then the enemy team is gonna come with a turn, and that's when the chances to block your crit hit is gonna stop, not before that. So that's the way it's gonna work. Yeah, Trunda is over all Nukers, 100%. That's why I want more Nukers buffed. I don't want Trunda nerfed. We need more Nukers to be able to compete with these insane defenses that they're gonna get built out there, you know. That was my point of all this, you know. So hopefully you guys understand why it's not good to nerf champions. But that being said, that was all for this experiment sort of coaching, to say like this, guys, regarding the arena.